towards the infrastructural development to facilitate that growth and development. Make sure you write down that and answer. But Madam Speaker, when you look at St. John's Harbour, you have Mount St. John's in the hill. You have, Madam Speaker, Heritage Quay. You used to ask where the money gone. Look, the money there. The two, Madam Speaker, the two piers. It is one of the most beautiful harbours in the country. Anyway, I want to move on quickly to the ALP policy objectives.
You have until 9 o'clock.
How many minutes, Madam Speaker? 15? Thank you. Thank you very much, Madam Speaker. ALP policy objectives. We intend, Madam Speaker, when we get back in power, and it will be very soon, as I said before, on or before March 2009, we will transform Antigua and Barbuda into the tourism and financial center of the Caribbean. We will make sure, Madam Speaker, that Antigua and Barbuda becomes the tiger, the economic tiger of the Caribbean. Madam Speaker, we will ensure that there's an equitable distribution of wealth in this country. And I want to say here that under the new Labour Party government, less than a handful of people or elitists will not control 40% of the country's wealth. That will not happen under the ALP, Madam Speaker. We will ensure that there's a more equitable distribution of wealth in this country. Madam Speaker, we will ensure that there's wider ownership for increased empowerment. Not the little jokey thing they have down at the bank, say that they lend $2 million in 2.5 years or 2 years. We will ensure that we embark on an entrepreneurial program that will create good value added, that will create good opportunities. We will create even more millionaires than we've created in the past, Madam Speaker. We will ensure that there's better infrastructure, better roads. And I want to tell you, based on where the revenues are at in this country, when we take over the governance of this country, practically all of the roads in this country will be paved. Practically all, if not all, will be fixed, Madam Speaker. Because it would have meant that we would have had the financial resources to do so, and that we will not waste or literally destroy these resources, Madam Speaker. We will also pay, keep quiet, man. Madam Speaker, we will ensure that there's cheaper prices in this country, especially petroleum and utility prices. Yes. We will reintroduce the price equalization mechanism to control petrol prices in this country and to control utility prices in this country. Madam Speaker, incidentally, gentlemen, we all don't keep quiet. Madam Speaker, incidentally, I pay my electricity bills, and I want to tell you, it has moved from $200 and something, what about $20, to $950 today. And whereas I accept, Madam Speaker, that petrol prices have increased, or oil prices have increased, the actual exponential increase in utility bills.
At your residence?
Pardon me?
At your residence?
Yes, Madam Speaker, at my residence. So, Madam Speaker, the point that I'm making here, Madam Speaker, is that whereas oil prices may have doubled, the bottom line is utility prices have tripled or quadrupled in this country. And I'm saying, Madam Speaker, that when the Labour Party gets back in power, rather than wasting monies on those soft expenses, we will make sure that we subsidize, as we have done for about 27.5 years. We will subsidize oil prices in this country in order to reduce utility bills and the cost of gas at the pump. We will also ensure we will pay greater attention, Madam Speaker, to crime and violence. As you know, yesterday, the Antigua Labour Party, or last evening, hosted a consultation on crime, and we will make sure that we embark on strategies to reduce crime and violence in this country. We will also ensure, Madam Speaker, the restoration of social harmony and inclusivity in this country. Under the Labour Party, Madam Speaker, there will be no sheep and goats. You're nothing. In fact, let me leave you alone. Madam Speaker, moving right along. The Speaker may drive me out, so I'll leave you alone. Madam Speaker, the ALP policy objectives include attracting new investments. They say empty vessels make the most noise, you know. Keep quiet now, man. Madam Speaker,